Hello everyone, welcome back to Tank Wars 2 Electric Boogaloo. I am your host Chromoid, and today we're going to be watching the last fight of the losers bracket, the semi-final, wherein we watch Team Not Nice by Char-Charodon facing off against TW2 Fleet by doomagent13. The winner of this fight is going to be fighting against the winner of the semi-finals in the winners bracket, which will occur right after this match. So hang tight for that, and let's look forward to seeing which one of these entries comes out on top in 3, 2, 1, fight. The usual volley of crams from Char-Charodon flying across the field. Cram's not the most accurate weapon system in the game, and of course, I think just about all of those missed. APS volley coming back from the gutters as the bricks charge into mortar range. The bricks are SPGs that fire mortars from that rain down from above on top of their opponents. They have scrapped and slugged their way to get here, being taken out only once in the winner's bracket halfway through by, I believe it was a flock of toads, or a knot of toads. And now they are here to do business with Char-Charodon's cram monstrosities as the crams start flying here, there, and yon. Bricks do have a fairly decent armor schematic on the outside, which protects the very centralized gun on the top. There is no turret for them to be popped off either. The mortars are the turret. They just kind of wiggle around in the top there. You can see just kind of wiggling back and forth, able to fire at anything it wants. It does have a weird arcing behavior. You can see they just kind of pop up over everywhere, and it's good because it can hit the top of tanks, which tends to be the least armored part, and it's bad because it limits their range significantly. They cannot fire very far. That's why they have to get into range first. And unfortunately, it looks like while the bricks are usually the ones to take the brunt of the damage first, the majority of the crams are being distributed to the gutters, their larger land cruiser counterparts, which are the only APS entries for TW2 Fleet and the only APS entries in this entire fight. Everything else is cram. Everything is high explosive large shells. That cram hit and the subsequent fire from the mortar kind of made it look like the shell went in the back and came out the top. That was pretty funny. I don't know why that amused me so much, but it did. Okay, nice shots coming down on top of the rude dudes. But as you can see at the top left, rude dudes are not going below 90% yet, and the gutters are already down below 90%. A brick has already been despawned somewhere right here. I'm guessing it took one too many volleys from those massive quad cram cannons on Char-Charodon's entry. The quad cram cannons looking a little worse for wear. You can see they've been kind of damaged, but most of them are still functional, and definitely not something you want to get on the wrong end of. One of the gutters does have the back of a rude dude, is firing into it. I think it's actually opting to fire into the larger, ruder dude, which is the land cruisers, the land cruiser variant of the rude dudes. Would be a good idea to get one of those out early. They put down a lot of firepower. They seem to also hold more ammunition in general than the smaller tanks do. Oh man, I just don't see. There's only been one brick DQ so far. Bricks seem to die more from having their AI destroyed than anything else. I haven't seen, I don't believe we've seen one die from just being too damaged. For some reason, they always die due to AI coring. There's a shell arcing down, trying to anticipate the maneuver of that rude dude. The rude dudes do have a weird behavior. Not a weird behavior, they just move a lot, and it makes it hard for these kind of shells to predict their motion and land accurately, unless they're stuck right in front of the brick, like this, which is probably the best shot the brick has, because at this range, the rude dude is going to be hurting itself with the explosive radius of its own cram fire. And there it goes. A little bit of separation, please. 6 feet away. Oh, no. Oh, the rest of the rude dudes did not appreciate those shenanigans. And more blocks go flying off this brick. I'm pretty sure this brick is going to be... It's not dead. It looks like it's still alive. Oh, no, it is. It's very dead. That last shot took out the AI. The AI do not seem to be very well protected on the bricks, at least not from consistent cannon shots. They tend to lose their AI easier than most entries I've seen. Or more consistently, I should say. Rather than getting taken down below, you know, say 55% and being despawned, their AI is cored out. I don't know what it is about... Maybe it's just the specific entries they face that has made them vulnerable to that. I don't know. Oh man, another one getting shot from multiple directions. Still alive, not dead. I'm gonna make sure I catch any more. Anytime I see a brick that has stopped moving, I'm going to stop and check it out to make sure it's still alive, because usually when a tank just shudders to a halt and doesn't move, and it's not stuck on something, it generally means that the controls are no longer at the helm. Wow. The velocity difference from a Rude Dude cannon and a brick cannon. Oh, that shot skated underneath the relatively low ground clearance. Oh my goodness, that's pretty funny. That was a perfect miss. Alright, we got 2 bricks over here. Kind of scampering away. I don't know what they're chasing. Oh, they're chasing this one Rooter dude. He's gotten himself cornered by 3 bricks, and they're going to come over here and try to fire their cram mortars into him. Well, 2 are. 1 has gone back to help its friends out. Oh no, another brick has despawned. Oh, it must have gotten AI cord. I wasn't paying attention, or it was below 55%. Y'all will have probably been watching that more than I have. I'm trying to keep an eye on the action here and see what's going on. It's hard to constantly glance at those windows and see what's going on while also watching the action and moving the camera around. I'm definitely by no means the best at it. Oh man. Cram volleys now focusing down the gutters. This isn't good. The gutters have some pretty good APS guns on them, but they're not going to be useful for very long if they keep getting volleyed like this. The Rude Dudes, the regular tanks here, do seem to eventually run a little dry on ammunition. I think the Rooter Dudes have a slightly larger ammo supply, but it's usually about 3/4 of the way through the match they start slowing down on their cram volleys. At least from what I've noticed. Oh, the Rude Dude's getting distracted by that brick running in front, trying to distract them from his gutter friend. They do not want those gutters getting hit. If they get taken out, that's a huge amount of points lost, and another disqualification from another brick. Yeah, this is not looking good for TW2 Fleet. They're just getting completely wrecked by Char-Charodon's team. This has happened to every entry that has come after Char-Charodon since he was sent down here in his very first round in the top bracket. He has just done this to everyone else he's faced off against, wrecking tank after tank, forcing them into submission with sustained cram volleys. I think that brick is dead. Yes, that's AI dead. That's another brick gone. And they stop moving like that in the middle of open terrain, especially tanks like these with good ground clearance. You kind of have to wonder, especially if they're not firing. This one's still firing. It's trying to shoot. It's just lost most of its wheels. And has gotten, I think it's also lost its ability to drive. It doesn't seem to be making power anymore. One of the gutters do tend to have a tendency to randomly lose power towards the end of the match, and then they don't move anymore, which is not good at this point. They really do need to keep that mobility up so these crams don't have a high chance of hitting them. As one of the Rooter Dudes pops a shot right into the front of the Rude Dudes. It's honestly the Rude Dude's fault. It pushed the gutter out of the way and pushed itself into the way. But that's how they roll. They do not respect anybody, including themselves. Another shot just lifting that brick off the ground. Not killing it. It skitters around, looking for more prey to hunt. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's a lot of damage. I think that just killed. Yeah, 2 damage. It's gonna go down. It's no longer capable of moving either. I think that killed the engine in it. If a vehicle is 2 damaged, it can still move until it despawns, but only if of course the drivetrain on it is functional. And I think that last shot took out the engine components and that brick before it was despawned. All the bricks have been killed now. The others were done away with while I was focused over there. And that leaves just the gutters to withstand all of the Rude Dudes and the Rooter Dudes, all of Team Not Nice volleying into them. I think it's only a matter of time. We have over 3 minutes left on the clock, or just at 3 minutes left on the clock now. I don't think that Doom Agent's TW2 Fleet has what it takes to face this down, especially with only 2 very badly damaged gutters remaining. Rude Dude I think this is the same one, just shunting this gutter around and plopping cram shells directly into the front of its hole. No worries, nothing to see here, just taking this guy for a ride. Oh boy. Oh no. He does make the movement a little erratic and hard for his teammates to predict, but at this point I don't think it matters. What is this shooting? I don't know what this thing is trying to shoot. I see explosions coming out of it. What are you shooting? I don't see any shells. Oh man, the Rude Dude's piling into this gutter, They are staying. That turret is staying alive. That is remarkable. It is not going down, not getting AI cord. It's going to be taken down below 55% before it despawns. These turrets don't pop easily. At least not the top one. The front one seems to go a little quicker. Yeah, I don't know what it's firing when it does that. It must be a cram thing where if it's damaged, it won't fire. Yeah. It fires one shell. The other three don't move. Or maybe my computer just isn't rendering it. I don't know. Oh, that gutter's gone. This one's left at 59%. And now we just wait for the finishing blow to be dealt. All the rude dudes circle in, waiting for their turn. There's another cram shell from that rooter dude. I think the rude dudes may be out of ammunition. Nope, there's one. Still got a shot in it. This rooter dude coming in. It looks like the gutter still has some self-repairs left as it tries to undo the damage being done. I don't know why that rooter dude's, it's like 3 of the guns are firing but not producing anything. I don't know what's going on there. It's actually out healing the damage now that the rude dudes are out of ammunition, but at this point it doesn't matter. It's immobilized. It's unable to move. Well, that's what immobilized means. Good job. It's been immobilized. It has no ammunition left. It has no friends left. Down to 9.5% total for the team. And while this match will go the full 10 minutes, I think it's very clear this has been a decisive victory for Team Not Nice, even if they don't finish off their last opponent here, which is really just more due to a lack of sufficient ammunition than anything else. They have more than enough hit points and more than enough will to kill off this last remaining gutter, and they just don't have enough ammunition to do it. I don't know why. Like all the rooter dudes, both of the land cruisers are firing repeatedly, but just not producing anything. It may be just excessive gun damage. I don't know. They are at 88 and 84%, so we'll give them that. But yep, that's it. The 5 seconds counting down, I'm going to declare this a victory for Team Not Nice and Char-Charodon. Congratulations, my good sir. You are moving on to the finals, and you will face whoever wins the semifinals. And doomagent13, thank you for competing. Thank you for submitting TW2 Fleet, but this is where their journey ends. Thank you all for watching. I've been Chromoid, and I will see you guys in the semifinals.